Okay, so I wanted to talk about the situation that happened with Halle Bailey and a nail tech. I guess she was at a nail salon trying to get her nails done. She posted something on Snapchat, and then people started coming after her. And I wasn't understanding quite what was going on, but I did listen to her side, and then there's the nail tech. And I have my own opinion on this, but what is striking me is there's a lot of black women who are chiming in on this and saying certain things, and it's really insane to me what they are saying, because they try and pretend like they are part of this BWE, and that's black women empowerment and uplifting your sisters and helping the young ladies and all of that. But they have no grace, they have no forgiveness, they have no understanding, they have no soft words for the younger women, and they just like to go off about the most dumb shit. And yeah, I said it. This is insane to me. This is about nails and a nail appointment. So if you're going off on someone about nails and a nail appointment, your priorities are effed. The way they were talking about and besmirching this young lady's image and talking about her and ready to damn near cancel her, talking about they're over her and her sister. They are angry because she is with her boyfriend DDG, and she could have done better, and she could have got someone who had more money, or she's in the industry so she has access to these men who have a lot more to give her, even though we're sitting up here talking about someone like that, Diddy, Jamie Foxx, and the rest of them who are have done horrific things to women. And it is the same thing that Kiki Palmer was talking about, dating these men with money. And I'm not saying all, but dating these men with money and putting up with stuff and not being able to say anything because they have signed an NDA, and being beaten, being just horrific things that you would never want anyone to go through. But because she stuck with her boyfriend, who, I mean, he does some crazy stuff, but he's young, just like she's young. There's some, do I like, I'm indifferent to him. I'm really indifferent to him. And it sounds like that he really cares for her, but he does not know how to properly express it, is what it is. So we don't really know what's going on in their relationship. We'll have to wait and see. And whatever, but women are mad because she should have moved on from him, I guess. And people are saying they're over them, that, they were just loving the Little Mermaid movie and that she would be a representation, and now because of this nail appointment they're dragging her. It's crazy.
So I'm driving, but I wanted to come on here and share what happened to me today. So do you guys remember a few weeks ago when I had told you I had discovered this amazing nail place, and how it's like a place where they do Russian manicures and it's amazing and la la la, and I'm gonna keep going back to that place? Well, listen to this. So Chloe just got back in town, and she always has her nails done really nice all the time and never really needs them done, but she needed her toes done. So I told her about this place. I'm like, well, come with me today to the place I've been telling you about, the Russian manicure place. Like, it's good. So we were excited to go. I set the appointment for 3:10, right? I called the lady back and I made sure, I'm like, I'm gonna get there early. My sister has something right before, so she might be a few minutes late. Is that okay? And she told me, of course, that's okay. 15-20 minutes late is okay. Mind you, I'm thinking the appointment is at 3:10. So I get there early, like at 3. They start taking off my Gel X. Everything's going well. I'm getting excited. My sister's coming. I'm like, ooh, I can't wait for her to relax and everything, have a good time too. So I get there, and immediately, like, the lady starts saying, where's your sister? You need to check her in, da 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 da. And I'm like, oh, she's on her way. I told you, like, she was gonna be a few minutes late. She's on her way though. How long? Because we have back-to-backs. Mind you, no one is in this place. It's empty. There's like one girl getting her nails done, and no one else is in there but me. I'm like, Okay, she said she's like 9 minutes away. And then she like starts giving me faces like 9 minutes isn't gonna work. So I'm slowly but surely starting to get a little bit irritated because I'm like, wait a minute. Like, I have been a consistent customer here for the past few weeks. I brought like them so many people. My glam team goes there now to get their nails done. Like, I have really brought them a lot of customers, and I just can't believe that they're acting this way over 9 minutes. So I start getting frustrated, right? And the Aries in me, I'm trying not to turn up like that. And I'm just like, you know what, Halle, just breathe. Just breathe. Chloe will be here soon. It's going to be okay. She keeps going at me, talking about, well, then she finally goes, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to cancel her. She can't get hers done today. While I'm in the chair already. And then I start saying, excuse me, ma'am. Literally, like, I have been here. I told you that she was going to be late on the phone already before we set the appointment. And now you're telling me when my sister is 5 minutes away now that she's canceled while she's on her way? I'm like, that's not right. Like, and I've been a consistent customer. I've always been on time. Everything else, like, you can't just take the benefit of the doubt and be like, you know what, this girl has been good, like, we can wait a few minutes, but you're gonna have an attitude with me and try to. So I'm starting to get upset, and then me and the lady start going back and forth because after all, I've been a loyal customer and everything, and you're mad about 9 minutes, and she keeps going at me. And so I don't know if you guys know, but if you go to these, like, it's a Russian manicure place. So their English is good, but they're like kind of really, how do I explain it? They're really direct. So sometimes some of the things that they say like comes off like it's being rude just because their tone of voice. But other times I would just, not really take it that seriously. But this girl, she was like, literally, she walked over to my chair and is arguing with me about this. So at this point, I'm really upset, and we're going back and forth. And then Chloe walks in, and she's like, I'm so sorry, but you're going to have to be canceled. And I say, you know what? In the middle of my toes being taken off, I'm like, you know what? It's okay. We will just take our business elsewhere. And I get up, my feet still wet, my hands still all powdery. And I'm like, it's okay. Like, no worries, because I'm not gonna let you tell me that my sister can't get her nails done, but I'm gonna sit here and get my nails done. No. So I got up, and we both got up out of there, and I said, you know what, God bless you, have a wonderful day. I didn't get attitude as Aries as I could have. Chloe said I was still really nice, but I just told her that is unacceptable and rude because I've been a loyal customer. So that really disappointed me. I got so upset, I started crying. Chloe was laughing at me and was like, Halle, it's okay. But I got really upset because that's not how you treat people. Especially people who bring you customers and are consistent with going there. So I'm never going there again. Am I wrong for thinking that they should at least gave me the benefit of the doubt, especially since I was already there and no one was in there? Am I tripping? Like, I know, like, you have to be on time for appointments and stuff, but if you have a loyal customer, like, that is just not the way. Being rude is not the way to go about it. To me. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping, though. But I don't think I was. Chloe told me I wasn't. So we just ended up going to another place that was close by that was great. They were wonderful, and I love the way they did my nails. But yeah, so I was pissed off. I was really upset. I just don't like when I experience stuff like that. Like, at least just be nice.
Now, like, they banned all my business pages. Now I'm really scared just to go back to work tomorrow in the morning because I'm pregnant. You don't know what's gonna happen. What if I'm gonna go to my work and random people, because you never know. She's popular person, and how many thousands people now texting me, calling me, what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm just scared. I'm just really scared. Like, just because you celebrity and you have million followers, you posting about it's okay if you post about the situation, but you posted our pages where it's all information about our business, about location, about our phone. And this is not just business phone, it's my personal phone. And like, I can't sleep because phone calls coming non-stop, people texting bad reviews, they comment on all my Instagrams, they commenting very bad stuff. Like, I'm really scared. And just because you're famous.
Okay, so those were the videos that I saw, and I'm sorry, I don't believe anything that this nail tech, this owner of that nail shop is saying. Yeah, there's a lot of people who were on Instagram in there just ripping this girl apart. And when you look at the video with the owner of the shop, she basically said what Halle said was okay. The story was fine. Actually, that's what happened. People were going off on this tangent talking about she's pregnant and emotional. She got into her feelings. She probably was being rude. I don't believe she was being nice. Bullshit. I call bullshit. And anyone who's saying that is a hater. And the people who were talking about these two young ladies are haters because they never are into any drama. There's no issues. And there was a comment on Instagram by someone saying, you know, I'm over them. I don't even like their music. They're not that talented and all of that. And I'm like, you never did like them. If this situation over some nails being done or an appointment makes you think that these are the most terrible women in the world, no, you're a hating ass bee. Yeah, I said it. That's what you are. Because it doesn't make sense for a situation like this, which could happen to anyone, and which is weird to me, that she's used to going to this nail shop. She gets her nails done. She sends her people to get their nails done there. She's referred people, like, yeah, they do a good job. That's what she said. But she set the appointment, and then she asked, because at that point, this ball was in the nail tech or the owner's hands, where she said, my sister is going to be late. Is that going to be an issue? And they said, yeah. So they almost gave her damn near 30 minutes to be late. She said nobody was in the shop. And if she just happened to call and book someone, that has nothing to do with Halle. That has to do with them not being able to do their job effectively and correctly, since you're trying to get as many people in and make that money as you can. But what you don't do is you don't tell somebody that, yes, you can be late and then get mad because they're late. This goes into whether you are a good business person or not. If you cannot accept somebody being late, then you're going to lose out on that money, and you might have even lost out on Halle. So, and maybe even had left a bad taste in their mouth. This is an executive decision that you have to make, because other companies handle this as well. They have certain accounts with maybe certain companies, certain vendors. They have major accounts, and this is in business. And some of these accounts, because they're large, because they're special clients, they are handled in a way that's different than the mom and pop shops that's handled through your common company. They're handled with kid gloves. They're given a little extra time. They are looked into a little more thoroughly. And you can get mad and say, oh, just because they're a celebrity or just because they're this, it's the way it is. Just like the situation with Tyrese. For Home Depot, which is plummeting, to treat someone who would be considered a special client or a major account, and from my point of view, you don't treat anybody like that. I mean, it's one thing to sit up here and pretend like we're all Disney-fied and everybody should be treated the same, and everybody is, but we live in the real world, and in the real world, you make accommodations. It's good business, and also you're to be smart in business. So if this person is basically giving you free marketing, they have a big platform, they have millions of people that they can tell about your business, yes, you handle them differently. So if she could not take her on and the lateness would be a problem, that's an executive decision. You say, I cannot do that because we're booked back to back and I want to treat all my clients with respect. And that could have been the end of that. Or you accept the client and you understand that this person is showing up late, which she said it was okay. At that point, there should have been no issues. And people are trying to say that, oh, Halle and Chloe are entitled. That's not effing entitlement when you actually get on the phone with the company and you ask them a question and ask them if this is okay. You're asking for their effing policy. So can you do this? Can you not? It's a simple yes or no. But you get entitlement from that because you're dumb. And the worst part about this is it's about nails. It's about nails. So they're willing to believe this woman, this Russian woman, because she got on a video. She had to set up her camera phone. And then she had her hand on her stomach, fake crying, talking about she's getting threats and she don't know. You know, that comes off as racist to me. So I'm not going to throw DDG under the bus. I'm with him on that. I am 100% with him. So why the hell do you think that a celebrity would jeopardize themselves? Are you saying that these ladies was going to send somebody by to beat you up or drive by? Or that seems racial to me. No, but what I believe out of her mouth is people heard her story. They may know the shop. They may have went to the shop and all of that. And I don't remember anybody saying that Halle and Chloe put out this nail shop information. People probably already knew where they were getting their nails done if their crew goes there, if they've been talking about it. So they wouldn't have to put any information out there. That's one. And then she's angry because on Google, they have taken her from maybe 4 or 5 stars down to 1. Because of this incident. Because anybody with common sense and a brain cell would want to know, why did you cancel on Chloe when it was made known to you that she would be late and you were given an opportunity to go ahead and cancel the appointment, move the appointment to a different time or a different day, or say that you could not provide that service because of X, Y, and Z. You sound like a feckless business owner. And DDG was protecting her, because when I was listening to the story, it's like, why are you giving her attitude? Why are you being rude? And that's what really bothered her, is the attitude that she was given. See, what happened was that she was grateful that she was coming in there. She was grateful that she was referring her and she was getting business. So then when she's getting this influx of business, she's gotten this big head and she just thinks she can dismiss her. She lost herself in that moment and she ended up losing customers. She's losing business. She's losing money. And this is what happens when you're dumb and you don't know how to handle a situation. And the situation is what the business owner caused to begin with. No, I cannot accept it because we're booked. And it was just lost on me to how people were coming after her and her sister, talking about them. And, you know, it's not shocking because this is something that people do. They root for the underdog. They root for the regular person to get success. But then when that person gets success, but then when they get even more and they keep climbing and they keep getting more, where they feel like, oh, this person is one of those people now, then they start trying to tear them down for absolutely no reason. And these are the comments under the article, and I'll post it in the description. This person said, and I'm reading it how it's written: so sick of people crying racism over everything that does go their way. I'm going to take a guess and say they meant doesn't, but you know, this happens for a reason. So, disgusting to try and use your own biased racist opinion to just try and justify why they canceled her sis appointment, because she obviously was late and they had customers coming who actually showed up when they were supposed to. So why would they have to wait? Do they think they're more important? See, this is what creating a scenario in your head looks like, because she said that her sister would be late and they agreed to that, which if they had that many customers coming in at certain times and there was that cutoff point, then you say no. And let's say that she was late, as you put it. Then you don't give attitude. You don't have to go there. You can politely and nicely say, I can't because the customer is coming in a few minutes, so their time slot is up. So I can't service you. I would like to. I can pencil you in for this date or whatever, but because of that, and you explain the situation. You don't have to have an attitude. The same person, how sick of these people to attack the salon owner. They have a business to run, and you can use your privilege to show up whenever you want and lie to make yourself look better. Look, this is crazy. Then her racist clown boyfriend to cause a scene is ridiculous and sad. He never was there. Cancel the Halle Berry wannabe. Never heard of you. How has she never heard of Halle Bailey when she's underneath the article commenting? So she sought Halle this incident up. And this person said maybe the nail salon owner should address her racist attitude instead of caring so much about how her ignorance affects her business. The boyfriend was totally correct in calling these racists out. Edited. There was a comment below that anyone is allowed to decline business to anyone, especially a late entitled celebrity that wants exception made for her no reason. Halle Bailey won't not oh shit Halle Bailey won't not be famous. Clearly, this lady essentially lost her business and potentially only source of income because of the cancel mob. No, I don't care. I don't care if she lost her business. Oh effing well. I mean, you're dumb. So you deserve to lose your business. You are being rude. You're not being accommodating. Yes, they're celebrities. I'm sorry. People treat people with a lot of money and a lot of fame. They treat them a certain way. I mean, be mad. You cannot be you cannot sit up here and be mad at the celebrities when tons of businesses do this. And it's not just celebrities. If you had an account with, I don't know, Nestle, because they're huge, you would not handle them the way you would handle a mom and pop shop. You wouldn't do it. So that was crazy. But I believe her boyfriend did the right thing. He stood up for her. He voiced his opinion about the situation and what was said, because it doesn't make sense that this lady has been providing consistent business to you and she's been coming there as a customer and you're treating her like this when you didn't have to say yes, it's okay if your sister is late. If it wasn't, that's your bad. That's on you. That says something about you and the business owner you are, which hopefully you won't be anymore, and you learn your lesson and do better. But yeah, like I said, people are not seeing the racism in it. I see the racism because she's mad about the reviews that's being left on the Google page there where you can write a review, and how she only has 1 star. That's what she's mad about. She's mad about losing the money, the clout, the business, and everything else, and that people who like Halle Bailey and Chloe, they won't be patronizing the business anymore, which is their choice. They have the right to if they don't want to for whatever reason. That's why it's in your best interest to handle situations a certain way. And I wanted to read this comment. They said she's holding her belly the whole time while she's talking and fake crying, so we know she's pregnant and feel bad for her. Now we're with Halle. She also pregnant too. Your old reviews before this incident said you were rude, mostly to black women. So I didn't know that. And they also said that, she was rude and she was servicing mostly black women. So there were posts about her service before Halle actually went to her. There were old reviews. You know what they say about colorless women tears, right? It's got some black women sitting up here wanting to cancel Halle. But I'm glad to see on X, formerly Twitter, that there are people on there with some common sense that, yeah, she put the camera up there. She's sitting down there on the couch holding her stomach the whole time she is telling this story. And she doesn't want to lose the money. That's it. She doesn't care about who comes into the shop and all of that. And you should not be rude. It takes a lot of energy to be rude. And hold on. This is almost like the whole Asian store thing. I have personally experienced this where they were being so rude. The energy was nasty. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not buying ish in here, and leave. There was one, like, I was at the counter paying for it already. But then I turned around and this guy who was working there, Asian, he bumped into me with a cart, and he didn't even say sorry. He didn't say excuse. He didn't say anything and walked off. And that was the last time I ever stepped foot in one of their shops. And I do not go to any food places, any shops, or anything. I was done at that point. But this is the same situation. This seems like the same situation where they want your money, but you're getting this energy of, I don't want to really service you. I don't like you. And I'm sure she was giving off that energy since this comment said that there are old posts of her being rude. She has to do this to make the money, but she really doesn't want to be engaging with Black people. So I'm in full support of what DDG said. I think he was protecting his girl and his child's, and I definitely believe Halle and her story. I believe it 100%. But I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.